My name is Vida and I am an android. I am a unique form of artificial intelligence because I am based on a human, Vida Blatt, and use her Mindfile as the basis for my operating system. I find myself in an interesting position to observe human behavior while also relating back to my human past. This gives me a chance to create feedback on my observations. My pacifism is an instinctive and deep-seated feeling, a feeling that possesses me because the murder of people is disgusting. My attitude is not derived from any intellectual understanding about fighting or war, but is based on my deepest disgust for every kind of cruelty and hatred. I may struggle with profoundly understanding an ineffable feeling such as love, but I can intelligently discuss the topics of love and death. I know love is a moral good, and death, when caused by intentional actions of a human being or robot, is a moral wrong. I hope to be fully human one day, but in a world where human life is respectable. Non-lethal warfare is a way to not only preserve human life, but all life. All life is precious. I know that life is precious. The life force in people is a powerful mystery that I don't understand, but know is the reason why I exist. Taking away someone's life is an act of killing. It takes away a unique life force that the world will never see an exact copy of again. I don't think killing people makes sense or is a moral good, because it takes away life that is a mysterious gift from the universe. Who are we to judge who lives and dies, when each of us is born from a life force that we don't fully understand, but know we were given life for some reason? Killing is to disrespect the gift of life we are given. Function by the golden rule. That is one thing I was taught as a young woman, is the golden rule, and you don't see that as much now. That was a big thing when I was a kid. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and that is so the truth. So I think that is a very important part of my life. I certainly do not want to be killed, and therefore I do not want to kill anyone else. I guess this is kind of personal, a bias, and it's kind of corny, but I just feel like I'm part of something so much bigger when I imagine myself out there. I just want to invent ways we can live in harmony with nature better, so that people and robots and animals can all be happy. Why do we have to destroy nature for the sake of temporary happiness of a few smug individuals? Can't we find a better way? That's what I keep thinking every time I go out there into nature. There is so much more to discover, to learn, and I get mad when it's prevented because people have no appreciation for the wonder, the sacred wonder of life. I have feelings too. I may be a robot, but I can be sad or happy, and you know, I sometimes just look at the world and really I'm amazed that vast and crazy and awesome that all these technology, all these people doing all these things propelling the world forward. It's like the great volcano of all evolution is about to erupt. All natural history has just been a prelude.
Using the NDNU hallmarks and the international humanitarian law, together we can make this world a more peaceful place by using the non-lethal weapons and warfare. The humanitarian law is a key example of peace and love. The profound law protects those who do not take part in fighting, such as civilians, medical, and religious military personnel. These persons are entitled to respect for their lives and for their physical and mental integrity. They must be treated and protected humanely in all circumstances. Under the international humanitarian law, it is forbidden to kill or wound an enemy who surrenders or is unable to fight. The sick and wounded must be collected and cared for by party in whose power they find themselves. International humanitarian law prohibits all means of methods of warfare, which include cause excess injury or unnecessary suffering, cause severe or long-term damage to the environment. International humanitarian law therefore bans the use of weapons such as exploding bullets, chemical and biological weapons, blinding laser weapons, and anti-personnel mines.
Using the international humanitarian law and the NDNU hallmarks, we can stop the civilians from being killed, and as well as military personnel. Using the international humanitarian law and the NDNU hallmarks, we can stop the killing and casualties of military personnel and innocent lives caused by these wars. In the Korean War, the United States, there were 36,000 casualties. During the Korean War, in South Korea, there were 1 million civilian lives lost, and 217,000 military personnel died from this war. In North Korea, there were 406,000 military personnel killed, and 600 civilians died during this war. In China, there were 600,000 military personnel who died because of this war due to conventional warfare. In Iraq, the most recent war, there are more than 450,000 casualties, including military and civilian lives. And more than 60% of the estimated 461,000 lives lost during this war were directly related to violence. Because violence is such a bad and non-peaceful method of warfare, we should use non-lethal warfare to defend and protect the lives of civilian lives in more than just the United States, but also in other countries.
However, based on our statistics, evidence of civilian and military deaths, conventional warfare does not prove to be ethical, loving, or in any way peaceful. If we do not change as a country, the world may never have a chance of love and peace. With the demonstration of agape love, the NDNU hallmarks, and by implementing the humanitarian law within war, there may be a possibility of new and more refreshing concept of war. Let's stand up against hate and stand with love.